gracious me!
What is going on, guys? Tim here. Welcome back to the Road to Glory. I haven't done it in a little while, so legends, you're on screen right now. Thank you very much for the support, and you guys didn't even know I was going to do it, so you continue to show your support regardless of whether you think you're going to get featured in the video or not, which I appreciate. The gameplay you're on screen, that is on screen right now, rather, is the my second session of Foot Champs. This is the first game. The next game after this is actually going to be Rivals, and then we'll go back into Foot Champs. There was a reason for it, and I'll explain in a second. This was a red card that literally didn't deserve to happen. It was for my opponent as well, so it's not me being bitchy about it. That's happened a few times in the last couple of games, actually. Players going to clear the ball or to cross or something, and they've just slid into me and they've been sent off. It's not a red card, it's a game mechanic fault. But either way, that opened the game up completely, and it allowed me to really stretch the game, and stretch it I did. We actually ended up getting a rage quit here in the next couple of minutes. So, yesterday I was being a bitch, but I think I'm okay about being a bitch because it's subjective, and I've had to block people on Twitter because of this in the last few days. It's if it's a film you don't like, a game you don't like, a mechanic in the game you don't like, you are more than entitled to complain. You, me, my mother, anyone is entitled to complain about it, because if it doesn't suit you or you don't like it, it's fine, because that is a subjective media, right? However, if it's a political decision and it's clearly wrong, like, I read this morning that, is it 20% of the people in the UK don't believe the Holocaust happened? Idiots, right? You can argue against those people. You can shout at those people because they are clearly wrong and they're just morons, right? But when it's a game or media, it's subjective. If you don't like it, that's fair enough. Other people do and you don't. That's fine. I don't like the game right now in the current state that it's in, and people tell me to stop crying just because they've taken out time finesse shots. Well, yeah, that's my point. I scored like all of my goals through time finesse shots. In fact, I'm bringing it back. We're bringing back the time finesse with Rivaldo. But no, I used to score like 99% of my shots, my goals, sorry, with through time finesse shots. They've taken that out now. Yeah, I'm annoyed about it. That's why I'm annoyed about it. And yeah, I am salty. But hey, if you don't like it when the update drops, you have my support. If you do like it, you have my support. It's all down to personal preference. The reason I went into a Rivals game, by the way, was because I've been reading that crossing is overpowered in FIFA. So I went into that Rivals game just to test, and I was crossing for days. And yes, there's something to be said about it. I need to learn how to do it a bit better. But yeah, I think I've set my team up to cross the ball a lot more now. That goal right there, no, not that goal, sorry. That error right there from me in the defence was a bit triggering. I think I played 4 games of Foot Champs in this session, so you're going to see 4 games of Foot Champs. You had that 1 game of Rivals. We're 1-0 in this session for Foot Champs. We won that Rivals game as well. This game was difficult, even though sometimes, you know, you come up against people and they don't necessarily look good. Like, my opponents don't. Like, their teams are nowhere near as good as mine, so you'd think, oh, well, I should be beating them. But it's just not that simple. We scored there from a cross, and I played a game on my main account for a review yesterday, Goretzka, and it finished 5-4. I lost, right? But still, all 9 goals, his and mine, were all scored from crosses. I cannot wait for Tuesday to come around and for people to start moaning about it, and then I'm just going to be sitting here like Kermit the Frog. Anyway, comments. You sadly won't be able to get more foot swaps. There was only 1 released today, and the last one is in squad battles. Yeah, I know, Adam. I've seen it. I'm very disappointed. It's my own fault. I could have easily got that Quincy Promes if I'd not used. I used some of my foot swap tokens to get an 84 rated player for an SBC. I can't remember what that SBC was. I'm sure it saved me like 10,000 coins or whatever. That's a great bit of football. And I should have played it there, but I didn't. I took the shot. Luckily, it went in because I hit a time shot. And luckily, it snuck under the keeper. I've not disabled it yet. I've not tried it. The reason I've not tried it is because crossing can benefit from having time finishing on. Reason, I didn't know how to shoot there. Really frustrated. I didn't know what to do in that situation. What I've decided to do is to leave it on for the time being, and I'm actually going to cross a lot more, but I'm doing like downward headers, so LB and RB, but I'm going to start timing them. At the moment, I'm just trying to get the cross down, because it's an LB cross and then LB RB to that was such an AIDS goal to concede, but yeah, LB cross and then LB and RB for a downward header is the way that you score headed or cross goals in this game. But I'm trying to master the downward header before I turn it into a timed downward header, because that could be, and I think is going to be, somewhat of a meta. As you can see there, time finesse shots are just, how did that not go in? I'll never know. Okay, Ruben is singing a song. Bips Ahoy says, play 4-4-1-1, moron. Joke, lol, but try it. I've actually got a formation set up, or a game plan set up for the 4-4-1-1, and I will periodically try it out. I think I'm more going to do it on my main account for reviews for right now, unless I play Rivals on this account, and then I will do it, but I don't really want to mess my rhythm up right now. I am playing reasonably well, considering. This was the game that I lost, incidentally. I played 4 in the session. I won 3 of the 4, and obviously the next one is coming up. We win that as well. That is an unbelievable goal. That now is 1 in a million, and if you'd scored that on the console, I'd be saying, yeah, so. But now, that's actually impressive. So, we conceded 2 in the first 37. I was very tempted to leave, but I thought, no, I'm just going to try and get the ball down the flanks as often as I can, and then maybe try and put the ball into the box and see what we can do. Rivaldo, they were the header, and we score, and that's basically the way that you're going to be scoring goals on the new patch, and the way that I'm finding it the easiest to score goals. I mean, I do find gaps. That was my fault, and I have no complaints whatsoever. He deserved to score that. That was definitely my fault. Mahrez with a cross here, and unfortunately we can't quite put it in. Tevez with a volley, really should have done better. The Maxim SBC is stress, basically a flashback card challenge. Took me about 22 games if you go into it as if you go 2 goals down and leave mentality, you can get it done quickly. Yeah, I don't have the time to do it, unfortunately. I mean, I'd have the time to do it on my main account, but I won't have the time to do it on the Road to Glory. If I could get away with reviewing players on the Road to Glory, then I could probably get it done. But unfortunately, I just don't have the time to sit there to play 10, 15, 20 games. And it's not like it would benefit me massively anyway. Like, I like the card. I like the look of it. But I don't... You know, it wouldn't fit my team anyway, let's be honest. He would, but he wouldn't get in there, is what I'm saying. Ebro with a very impressive goal. I'll tell you what, someone who's going to make an appearance on the Road to Glory very, very soon is Peter Crouch. That guy on my main account has been scoring goals for days. We scored another header there, 2 in 9 minutes. I thought I'd cracked it at this point, to be honest. This guy was a very good player. I was extremely lucky to score twice. He was all over me from start to finish. In fact, I think I showed the stats at the end. He was unreal. We actually win the game, incidentally. I don't think I deserve to win the game. This is what clinched the game for me, though. That there is a penalty, apparently. I didn't have any complaints. I was shocked. I thought I'd fouled him, to be honest. But Fabinho steps up, and I'll tell you what, the amount of penalties I've scored from the game not registering where I'm aiming, he would have saved that if it would had registered where I'd aimed the shot. But unfortunately for me, it didn't. This is just an absolute piss take if ever I've seen one. That goal right there was just complete nonsense. But look at that. He absolutely obliterated me, and he couldn't put the ball in the back of the net. And we managed to score 2 crosses and a penalty to win the game 3-2. And that is exactly what's going to happen to everyone, I'm sure. Hugo's asking, has anybody had the speed up glitch? I never have it on PC. I've had it. I think I've had it once this year, if that. And that might have been my internet. I don't have it. I had it once or twice in FIFA 18, but PC just doesn't suffer from it as far as my experience goes anyway. Now, I've changed the team considerably tactics-wise, so I think it's time that I show you what I'm now doing. So, back on the account, and before I show you the team, I do have a few of these daily objectives to pick up. Remember in the beginning where I used to show you like everything? Oh, I'd get a silver reward pack, and I'd show you opening the pack, and we'd pick up like 100 coins, and we'd all be doing that. It's like... Right at the beginning, remember when he was gold as well? Right at the beginning of the game, you just show the most mundane things, and then as you progress forward, you just sort of like 350 coins at the beginning of the game, and a Hunter Chem style is... Wait. Oh my... Oh, okay, I'll have to put that in the club, but I can sell that for 5k. Yeah, the beginning of the game, you don't want to waste like 100 coins, but now, like 100 coins is nothing. You know, even 1,000 coins is almost nothing. So again, we've sold more contracts. I've got a few left to sell, but generally speaking, the majority of them have gone. I think I may have another, like, a batch, like 50, and then everything else then is going to be untradeable, I think. Send tag to club. Okay, so all that is up to date, and I'm pretty sure all this is up to date as well. I'm really hoping we get some sort of, I don't know, promo SBC related thing that I can put those cards into. I don't really want to just sell them. Let me go and sell that what is it, consumable chem style. Let me go see if I've got, I don't know why I put gold on there. Let me see if I've got more than one hunter chem style. We can get 5k for that easy. We've got 3 of them. How many of them are tradable though? We'll list that up for 5k. That should sell straight away. Right, those 2 are untradeable, which is fine. Did I have any? Okay, how much does Catalyst sell for? Is just something I need to do is just go through the club. Like, I'm never going to apply a Catalyst chem style. Hunter, Catalyst, and Shadow, I don't think I apply ever. So I think I might be able to get away with 2, 3. We'll just list that and see what happens. If it sells, then I can sell the rest of them. But yeah, let's go look at the team, because it's changed a little bit in the way that we set up now. So the side looks the same. Someone said to me, play Ibra up front. He is up front. But I don't show you the team that often. Maybe that's why. But yeah, this is the side in the way that we line up, and then when we switch in game, we still play a. I've got 4 things here: 4-2-3-1. My 4-4-1-1 setting is on my main account. I've got a 5-2-2-1 setting on there as well, which does kind of work, to be fair. But this is the one that I want to change this actually, because drop back just doesn't work. Let me go balanced and push them up a little bit, because I'm finding that I'm pegged back and I cannot get the ball back. So I think that's probably why. So I might drop depth to. Now we'll leave depth the way it is. We'll leave both of those on 5. So balanced, 5 on width, 5 on depth. And I got fast build up because I want to try and get forward as quickly as possible. I don't mind pulling people out of positions for it, because they have individual instructions, so we should be able to get away with it just fine. Width, we go nearly full width here, 2 from the top, and I'll show you why in a second. Players in the box is pushed up a little bit more than what it normally is as well. That's 3 from the top, and then 3 for corners, 2 for free kicks is standard. Now, formation, you can see it. Let's have a look. So I've completely switched this. So Ronaldo is now my left wing, and he scored a few more goals than what he has been doing. Rivaldo is my right wing, which I'm not 100% happy about. In fact, I want to get rid of Rivaldo. Actually, no, I don't want to get rid of Rivaldo. I'm lying. What I want to do is I want to switch Ronaldo and Rivaldo around. The reason I want to do that is I've gone from wanting a right-footed player on the left wing and a left-footed player on the right wing to the other way round. So Rivaldo is going to remain on the side that he starts on, and Ronaldo is going to go over here, because when you're running at pace down the wing, I want to whip a ball in. I need him on his strong foot. So Ronaldo's going to play right wing. I don't cut inside and take shots anymore. It doesn't work, so there's no point, right? So that's the way that it's going to stay. George Best has now gone into my cam. Fabinho Gerrard stays the same, defence is the same, and Ibra is now my striker. The instructions: stay central, target man, and stay forward. George Best is literally free roam, but he does have get in the box for the cross, and that's important for the sheer number of balls I'm putting into the box. Rivaldo is also get in the box for the cross and stay forward, and Ronaldo is going to be the same as well. The reason for that is I have Ronaldo. Say for instance I've got Rivaldo down this left hand side. If I put a ball in, I've got Ibra in the box because he's a target man, but then I've got Ronaldo coming into the box as well from the far post, or at the far post, and then George Best is there just in case the ball falls, and then George Best can pop it in. I was toying with the idea of having like overlap on my fullbacks, and I may set up something to sort of help that, but I don't really want to get caught short, but you know, you never know. And the same with Fabinho and Gerrard. They all stay back, they're not getting into the box for the cross or anything. Eventually I may set something up, a game plan where we're all gung-ho and they do go and end up running into the box. But that is the team for now, and that's the way that I set up in game. I've got a few interesting things here. I like Jari Litmanen, right? He does still get game time, but does he get enough game time to warrant having a 600,000 coin player sat on the bench? I don't know. I don't want to sell him, but I don't use him that often. Calvert-Lewin is getting a few goals off the bench. He's doing alright for me at the moment. He's a very similar player to Ibra in the fact that he's very good in the air. He's 6'2". He's got a high defensive work rate, but he's just good in the air, and that's what I like about him. He's got good feet as well. Carlos Tevez does come on sometimes as a cam instead of George Best. It's either Tevez or Litmanen that comes on as a cam. Joelinton doesn't get anywhere near the team. Mahrez does come on as the right wing now and again, or now would be left wing. Nainggolan doesn't really get on. Lopez is only there for rating, so that's irrelevant. But I think one of the next thing that I want is Nakata, because I'd much rather have Nakata to come on as a cam, or maybe even starting as a cam, and we'll have to rejig the team a little bit. I don't really want Rivaldo there much longer. I need someone with a better weak foot. If crossing is the new meta, and that's what I'm going to be doing, I need someone who's got a better weak foot. I don't mind him in the air, actually. What is he, 6'1"? He's actually quite good in the air, so I'm going to need a pretty tall left-footed left wing, really. I mean, Rivaldo might be the best option. I don't know. I haven't even looked into it, but someone like Gareth Bale would be ideal. The unfortunate thing there is Gareth Bale is a right wing, not a left wing. But yeah, Bale would be ideal. Unfortunately, we're not going to get Bale anywhere near the team because we have George Best in there. But you know, it is what it is. We've sold. What did we put up for sale? That Hunter card's gone for 5k. Nice. The Catalyst is still selling, so hopefully that does sell eventually. But it's a shame those Hunter cards aren't tradable. Ironically, the player that I've been saying for 130 episodes I don't want, 129 episodes that I don't want, could be the answer. He fits due to the fact that, well, he doesn't actually fit because Ibra wouldn't get the chem, but I'm sure there's a way around it. He fits because he gets a link to Ronaldo. There's icons everywhere. I'm sure I'll be able to fit him into the team somehow. Maybe we have to set up differently and not a 4-3-3. I don't know. But either way, he's decent in the air. He's got great stamina, good jumping. He's 6'1". He's got a 5-star weak foot. He's got 4-star skills. He's got 89 sprint speed. I didn't like him before because his curve was low, his long shots were low. He was a bit clunky. But I don't care about that anymore because the meta is crossing now. So yeah, he's got 86 crossing as well. This could be the answer here, and of course it's a UCL live. An EL live. So he does have the potential to go to an 88 rated should he get another card, or should Inter go through. You'd imagine, I don't know who they're playing, but you'd imagine that Inter would do well in the Europa League. He's going to be around 280 something. Yeah, but 285k. I mean, there's a UCL version there, which isn't that bad, to be fair. We could probably get that. In fact, I could afford to buy that right now and test him out if I can fit it in chem-wise. I mean, failing that again, we could just go for the normal one just to see how I get on with it, but I would rather have a good version of it. That's an option for sure. It's taken a while for me to decide what to do, but I think this is the way I would do it, and I'm very tempted to do it. The problem with it is, of course, I don't have the money to do it right now. I will try and sell all the chem styles I don't need, the contracts and such, try and raise some funds to maybe get the Europa League. I think what I might do, though, is just buy the Champions League version, as they are very similar, Perisic-wise. And if I end up liking him and it works, then I'll sell him at some point, maybe on rewards, and buy the Europa League version, because we've still got a couple of weeks before the Europa League is underway anyway, I believe. So we should be alright with that. This is how it would line up, right? So obviously I would switch it in game. I would show you, but I can't because I've got a concept player there. So you'd have to visualize this. So we'd go into a 4-2-3-1 as normal. The CDMs and the defence remain the same. Gerrard, Fabinho, and the back four is the same. Jari Litmanen is the cam. George Best will remain on the right side, and Perisic will go onto the left, will remain on the left. Ronaldo goes up front, and Jari Litmanen is just behind him as the cam. Now, with Perisic, he's got a 5-star weak foot, 4-star skills. He's right-footed, but that 5-star weak foot is just as good as having a strong left foot, right? So he can whip balls in no matter what angle he's at, which is good, whichever foot he's on. He's got 85 jumping. We'll give him a boost for that as well. And he has 81 heading already. And he's 6'1". And then, of course, he can do other things. He's got a bit of pace about him. He's got composure and dribbling and all the rest of it. People always bang on about how good he is. I didn't like him before the patch because he just wouldn't have fit my style of play at all. I don't like his dynamic image on that card at all. It's far too low. But I just didn't like him. I think it might be different now because I'm going to obviously tell him to stay forward. He's going to cut into the box, We're going to be pinging balls in back stick. He's going to be there. He's tall. He's good in the air. I was a bit afraid, actually. Of course, Rivaldo, we know, is good in the air. 89 heading, 95 jumping. He is 6'2" as well. And he's obviously high-low. So he's going to be good as a striker, receiving the balls for headers. I was a bit worried about George Best. I wanted him as my cam. And I wanted... what did I want, actually? What was I even trying to do? I wanted George Best as my cam. And then I wanted Rivaldo as either right side or left side. And then I wanted to get either Calvert-Lewin or Ibra up front. I'm not going to be able to do that because it just doesn't work chemistry-wise without changing the entire dynamic of the team. So what I'm going to have to do is just keep George Best on the right side. Now, you might be thinking to yourself, is he any good in the air? Well, I didn't even notice this, but yeah, he is. 87 heading with 80 jumping. Now, I will improve the physical, so he's going to get at least 85 to 90 jumping. He's only 5'9", but he does have 4-star, so once again, he can put balls into the box on either feet relatively comfortably. But he's got very good aerial ability. I didn't even think about it, to be honest. He's only 5'9", so I kind of did want someone tall. But if he's got good jumping and he's good in the air, the game will overpower everything else and allow him to win headers. So we're going to see how we get on with him at right wing, coming in back stick to head in those crosses from Perisic or Littman or whatever. But I'm really going to try and abuse this. And I know a lot of people are like, why are you trying to abuse a mechanic? Why don't you just play football? It's happening against me. People are doing it. And if people are doing it against me, I need to do it back. Otherwise, I'm going to get left behind. And honestly, I would find it a lot more enjoyable if I had a go-to. I will score other goals. Of course I will. Not every cross is going to land. The ball will fall. We'll get deflected goals. And the defence will open up once, or if we go a goal up, and we can cut them open as we did in the first few games of the clips you saw. But I need a go-to, and if the go-to is crossing, then I'm going to set up for it. So that, I think, is what I'm going to do, and I'm going to go buy the UCL version, and I'm going to play a few Foot Champs games with this new team. We are right on the money with this Perisic card, incidentally. He is 87,000. Still almost as good. I from the naked eye there, I think maybe the composure is one lower, but there's just not an awful lot of difference at all. That should be good enough. And like I said, if we get on with him and we enjoy him, then I will sell this version for roughly what I've bought him for, and I will go and get the Europa League version of the card. So let's just refresh the screen just in case there's one gone up. No, so it's 87 is the cheapest. Comes with a Hunter Chem style. I won't be using that, but there we are. We're back down to 1,000 coins. We've basically just bought Perisic by selling all of the contracts that we have. Now, this is a bold move, really, because, of course, we are taking out Rivaldo, a 92 rated prime icon, in order to get Perisic into this team. An 87 rated... Where the hell is Perisic? What? Have I got it on, like... Yeah, I've got it untradeable. I was very confused then. I was like, hang on, that doesn't make any sense. Surely he'd be either left wing or left mid. He's a left wing. Right, cool. He'd be probably on 8 chem. Yeah, we'll have to fix that. I'll put a little position modifier and then get the manager to be an Italian league manager. But yeah, I'm going to have to go and look to see what chem style I prefer. Same with George Best. I'm going to put one that improves his jumping a little bit. Not that it really... Well, no, it does need 80. Okay, so let's go into custom tactics. This is a completely different setup again. So let's go to attacking. This is what I'm going to do. So we'll keep that there, keep that there. Fast build up, lot of width. We'll go 2 from the top. We'll stay there, so that's fine. Formation, right, how are we going to look in game? So George Best is going to go on... Wait, no, Perisic, God, this... Why didn't it listen to what you wanted to do? Littman will go where Best is, and Rivaldo is going to have to go up front. So Perisic on the left, George Best on the right, Littman and Cam, Rivaldo as the striker. Instruction-wise, stay central. I am going to use him as a target man, so I'm going to tell him, stay central, target man, stay forward, because that's basically what I want him for. And ideally it would be Ibra in this situation, but due to chemistry, which they need to fix, by the way. Get in the box for the cross, stay forward for Perisic, makes sense. Same for George Best. Jari Littmanen is just free roam, but he is going to be getting the box for the cross. These two are stay back while attacking and cut passing lanes, cover centre. And the fullbacks... stay back or attacking for now. I will make another plan for them to overlap, and we'll see how we get on with that. But for the time being, at least, that is how we're going to go into the rest of our weekend league games, or at least a lot of our weekend league games. I don't know who we can put on the bench now who would be even remotely usable. Is there anyone I would actually want to bring on? We'll bring Ibra on for Litmanen. We'll move Ronaldo to the wing, maybe. We'll probably take Perisic off at some point. Rivaldo can come on for best, maybe. Yeah, we don't really need anyone here. A good sort of CDM wouldn't go amiss. But yeah, I'm going to play the rest of, or the majority of my weekend league games with... Anyway, I'll just put Joe Linton on the bench just for a bit of flair. I'm going to play the rest of my weekend league games, or the majority of them at least, with this team. And I'm going to let you know exactly how I get on with Perisic. And I said before, I didn't want to use him. I didn't like him. I have used him. But now the game has changed. It's different. We might actually benefit from having Perisic on the left-hand side of the midfield. So fingers crossed we can abuse some crosses, get some balls through the middle, and just start enjoying the game again. If you have enjoyed this episode, do me a favour and smack that like button. Subscribe to the channel if you're new. And until the next time, goodbye.